Yeah, it's kind of funny to meet you actually, because what he calls himself, my biggest train fan. His name is Chris. He's a train engineer.
Really?
Yeah. Like that.
All of the are different. They have their different stems, whatever they call them.
Oh, look, a pink Econoline. Wow. I was just here because I walked down Peel to kill some time. I walked down Peel to Ottawa, right here, and I walk Ottawa here to Robert Bourassa. I got the pumper responding from Station 3. Well, not from the station. Anyway, never mind that, Jed. Look, I just want to say how proud I am to record this, that my friend here, my boy, he's driving buses. He's doing what he always does, loving buses and driving the Nova buses down. And I've known him for so many years.
And you're also going to be in luck. We actually saw a fire on Tassel Boulevard on our way to
There's an
Montreal.
abandoned building on Tassel that caught fire. We were coming back from the day before, and it was just smoke, tons of smoke billowing out, and like 6 fire trucks went by going the other way.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still going to be like that, but it could be. It's like a strip mall. An old abandoned strip mall.
And I'm just zooming in on the mirror here, like I'm one of these people with no lives filming the police, hoping the police are going to screw up on something and abuse their power, you know? No, some people do that. I have no respect for that. It's ridiculous. You're laughing because you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
It's
I
so
know
stupid.
what you're talking about.
And
And
next-
it's stupid, I agree.
I mean, I have cops who are fans of mine, and that's because I filmed them, you know, in the true sense. You're responding, not in a bad malice, not in, you know what I
Exactly.
mean? Not in a disrespectful manner.
And plus, I have family who is actually were former cops. So
Yeah.
I do agree that there's still police brutality, yes.
Oh yeah. But it's
there
much.
are so many good cops in this world that are so unrecognized. and
Absolutely,
sad.
absolutely, yeah. The unsung heroes, you know.
Exactly.
That's right.
It's like you always see brutality, always on social media.
Well, it's
and
like-
that's what sucks.
And that's what I was telling people recently. I was like, that's the good thing about all these cell phones, you know, is that everybody has a camera now with their phone. So if something's going on, they see something happening, it's got to be reported, you know.
Exactly.
Oh, there's a port. Wow. Whatever. Coming up is the Victoria Bridge.
Ironically, this is like the only area in Montreal and the Champlain as well where you basically have English and French signs on the highway, which is crazy come to think of it.
Well,
Because
in a perfect world, it would all be like that, right?
in a perfect world, I agree, because you gotta have both English and French, not just the Quebecois French, which I think is just stupid because you're basically leaving out the minority who is just why? Why are you taking away our rights?
Because they're always afraid. That's why. Because it goes back to before like Bill 101, before the referendums. Everything in the city, all the signs, everything was in English. So the French got fed up with that because, and I understand that. I'm part Francophone. You know, I get that. But it's just that there's this fine line that was crossed, and the Quebec government got involved. René Lévesque and said, "That's it. That's all. All the signs are going to be French starting in 1970." I think it was with Bill 101.
100% stupid and should have never happened because I believe that if people that had English signs and French signs here in Quebec, there would be a larger Anglophone population here in Quebec.
Oh, but the funny thing is, a lot of francophones, they don't give a shit. They don't like it. The English. I even had a francophone guy watch one of my videos and said, "Hey, if you don't like it, you know where you can go. You can go west. There's plenty of Anglos there, you know." So you know, I mean, and believe me, I would like to see what it'd be like to live somewhere else. But I still have love for Quebec. I still have love for Montreal, and I am part francophone. It's just, it is what it is. It's just, that's politics for you, you know. I mean, you have separatists in Texas for crying out loud.
I know.
Look at this piece of shit right here. They call that a Mercedes. It's so cheap. Horrible. Horrible. I wonder if Ben can even hear what we're saying. Really, eh? You know, I didn't even have to look at the bus number, eh? I could just hear your voice. Like, yeah, that's Ben. Don't have to look for 321. And I look at your fare box all shaking away there like it's rock and roll. You know? That's crazy. Hey, that's a good.
Transit on YouTube. What up?
That's a good song, by the way.
Yeah,
You know who does that song? Kiss.
Yes.
There you go. That's my cousin's favorite band. My cousin Corey. What's your last name?
Natition. H-N-A-T-Y.
Petition?
Natition. It's a weird last name for some weird reason.
What is that? What's the background?
Polish Ukrainian.
Polish Ukrainian.
So Eastern European in general.
I see. Okay, that's cool. Now we're coming up to the controversial REM here, the REM station.
It's only controversial because the media says it's controversial.
What?
It's only controversial because the media says it's controversial.
Well,
It's really not controversial.
that's your opinion,
Yes, it is.
but it is controversial
Yes, I agree.
for a lot, but for a lot of reasons. A lot of reasons.
I agree it's controversial, but I feel like the positives outweigh the negatives in a way. Just because you're going to have so many people, instead of taking the bus, they're going to take the REM, which will be a lot faster because it will take 18 minutes from Gossap REM to Gausel Car. When in reality, by taking the bus, it takes 15 minutes just to get from Panama to TCB.
Yeah, well, there you go. I know people don't look at the big picture, eh?
I know.
You're obviously a very smart man, young man for your age. You know, I mean, believe it or not, when I was in my teens and 20s, I was a bump on a log. I had no idea how things work out of world where I was so stuck in my world of, you know, music and cars and more cars and 50s, 60s. I did not, I don't know, I was just, maybe it's just because I had a learning disability, I think, you know?
And you know what? I also have a learning disability. Like, for me, I actually need a lot of help to, like, my IEP, which is an individualized education plan, basically lets me have a laptop during class. I can type stuff. I can even type my exams, which is ironic because no one else in the school can do it. I'm like one of 5 students in the class that can do it. So,
What would, you know what you want to do in life, or you're not
yes,
sure?
I actually want to become a train engineer.
Oh, so you're more of a train fan.
Yeah, transit in general. Like, personally, I like transit in all kinds of ways, like cars.
So being autistic, so you like all modes of transport, therefore you like
Exactly.
elevators, you like
I like
escalators.
elevators.
So you know about diesel doocy.
Yeah.
Interesting. Isn't that interesting? Very interesting.
Trust me, I do have a great appreciation for new looks. Even though I barely had long enough to live to ride a new look and a classic and all that.
Well,
I think
it's
they were one of the best.
it's a legend. It's a legacy, right?
It's a legacy, I agree. And it's
What?
too bad because those were workhorses.
They were the best. They were the best. I mean, they obviously the classics are derivative of the new looks, but they were even at that. They were maybe not as good as the new looks in some senses. You know?
But you know what? They're better because they were built to last.
That's right. So you know that when the LFSs came out in Montreal, they were so horrible that they had to keep the new looks in service until 2002.
I know.
There's a REM right there. Yeah, it passed by like nothing. Of course, you can't hear it because there's too much noise in it. Ben, turn off the air conditioning. I'm kidding. I kid. So how long does it take? What I was wondering, how long? So I see your round trip is almost 2 hours. So how long does it take to go to Candiac? Like for it to?
Around half an hour.
Oh yeah.
Around half an hour, 30 to 32 minutes because.
Yeah, but when you get to Candiac, you make different stops, right?
No, you
It's
go
express.
Oh yeah.
express.
An
Yeah.
hour and 10-minute round trip.
So what's your layover time? 20 minutes?
Because I get to have no layover time. I usually get there late and have to leave immediately because I run out of time. On Prairie, I usually.
So you don't have a layover.
Yeah, well, technically you're supposed to have like 2 or 3 minutes, but we use it up because the way Canada is laid out, it slows you down and it makes you late.
Okay. And
323 is always, you're always catching your time back. This one you're always on time.
I gotta admit, although there's no legroom here at all, I actually like sitting like this. It's nice not to be sitting freaking sideways looking at windows. You know, like
That's why it's
That's
this is
it.
one of my favorite seats.
some people are supposed to sit.
You know? At least you're sitting.
This is just ridiculous right here. This is awkward.
I know.
I stopped the same bus this morning, you should be sitting.
Okay, tell me when you get to a light what the current mileage on the bus is.
Let's get to the light now.
Yeah. Or a stop. Now you got that song in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's another good Kiss song?
They're both on my playlist, so.
No, I'm trying to think of another hit by Kiss. I don't know why I'm not thinking of it.
golden age of music was the 80s, 70s. Any time before auto-tune existed, in my opinion, was the golden age of music.
You must come from, like Ben, you must come from an old school family. What's the mileage say on this thing?
1,068,507.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that. This bus is 11 years old.
Yeah, this bus came from Lomon City. Used to do the same trip home route all the time. So
Yeah, the 9.
So imagine those classics and the new looks that did on average 20 years or more. How much mileage do you think those things had? Holy
Well, I got rolled
mackerel.
over and they got rebuilt. They started from 0 or something like that.
Bill, yeah. I remember in 2006 I got a couple of rides on the last 89s that were in service, and they still had a roll sign. 89, I mean, do the math. 89, it's like
That's
99.
30,
20 something years.
yeah, 34 years.
No.
No, 24 years.
89?
Yeah, 24 years.
Oh, yeah.
24 years. After that, that was it. Then they came up with this rule, 17 years, and that's it. Okay, so now, you're stopping at Panama. Oh, I had no idea. You mentioned a fire before.
The fire is down near Rome. Down
Rome.
They haven't put it under control already, but there was a lot of smoke.
Yeah, it was interesting.
This section of road needs serious soldering to be a little bit more dodgy.
So here's the 323. So the bus that just passed us, that goes to Contact.
Yeah, that's the other one. As of not this Monday, but next Monday, there'll only be one trip that's served both.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to film this too. I didn't want to like, where it's like you're not doing a route to Montreal anymore, and like it's special because this is just going to end.
This is going to end in like a week, and I'm going to be on his last booking. I already know that. On his last booking of this thing, and then when the REM opens, who knows what's going to happen.
You understand that if you do a train engineer, they're going to work really long hours. Right? You understand that, right? It takes a lot of patience.
But you know what? What's the
You're probably going to have to piss in a jug for crying out loud. That's
what the advantages about it is you get to explore new areas you've never seen before.
Well, yeah. But the thing is, how much of that do you get to enjoy? You have to. You're going to have to be like, look at everything realistically.
If you treat your job as not as a job, then you're going to really enjoy yourself. It's something because you get to learn that, hey, this is something that you might want to continue in the future. Even though you may want to be with a different operator, for example. Let's say if I wanted to work with Bombardier with Enzo, and say I like the area, like the area of the job, so like the train engineer and all that. But if I want to work for CN and Via Rail, then that's also another opportunity because I get to explore the rest of the country. Things I've never seen before. I've never left the country myself. I've actually never been outside of Quebec or Ontario, ironically. So,
well, judging by your positive attitude, you should go pretty far in life, even though I've just met you and you're only 16. But and Ben, I have to say, it's great. It's like you've been driving this for 10, 20 years. It's really,
Literally,
it's
5 years old.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Me, unfortunately, even though I can't drive legally because of my shitty eyes, I even more than ever, I sometimes imagine myself when I'm not doing anything, relaxing, or like just imagine myself driving, a commercial vehicle, whether it be a school bus or a city bus or a truck.
example.
And I like that Sonata there in the front there. I always find that back of it kind of looks like a Lincoln.
Well, it's a lot of cars are adopting that single strip tail light now, so it's not just Hyundai, it's like a whole bunch of cars.
What'd you just say there in your mic there?
I just said since Captain Disney told me that there was no way at the next stop, so I don't have to stop or look out for the next stop. We haven't stopped the corner of Lomon Road.
Is there somebody picking us up?
No, there's nobody sitting next to me.
Oh, negative?
Yeah, but
Okay.
that's it.
Yeah, that's the not haha funny thing about the Montreal STM.
I 100% agree.
The hybrids that they have a smoother ride. They're quieter. They have AC, but again, it's like I know I heard of people complain about that, but again, my gripe is the fact that you can't open the windows. But then again, if you can't open the windows, then because they'll be opening the windows, then it wouldn't be as cold in the bus. See what I'm saying? So it's a catch-22, right?
There you go.
Building that was burning before, and it's not smoking. It's crazy.
There's all your action right there.
It's like they got-
Oh yeah.
I don't know. They got it under control.
And you might have got it under control.
I know they got a ladder in there.
Oh, wow.
I still smell it a little bit, man.
Controlling got the smoke. Got it partly under.
Où tu t'en vas, toi, là? Aïe, aïe.
That place is going to be demolished eventually anyway, so
Yeah. Because
there's no real need to save it.
You know, it's funny. I was talking about the thing with the air conditioning with transit buses.
Yeah.
And you know, the funny thing is mentioning that, like, I've never ever taken a coach. I've taken coaches many times. Like, literally, when it says climate control, it's always like, if it's maybe like, it could be a little less than 20 Celsius, maybe
Yeah.
18. Like, if you're a woman, you're going to be colder, you know. But frankly, like, I read a comment about the old when New York had their new look buses and they were rebuilt in early 90s. Some of the ACs didn't even work, or the driver would turn them off. You know, oh look, there's a paramedic, South Shore paramedic, in the that cool black and green and all that stuff. Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
You know, it's funny. This phone cost me almost as much as my Nikon A1000 I had with me, but this actually has a better image quality. The color is better, and the battery also lasts longer, even if I'm filming a lot. This camera, on the other hand, it's kind of annoying. The focus also, it goes out of focus very easily. It's freaking annoying. So yeah, Ben, that's it. I was tired today. It took a long time. I originally wanted to come take your ride with you at 2:40. Then I figured, then I missed that last one there. Like I said, it was at 4:25. Yeah, and then I'm like, you know what? That's it. I guess I'll catch a last ride when he's fed up. But he's like, and then you told me you had another departure at 6. I didn't know that.
Well, I mean, I don't want that's why I didn't tell you which one it was, because you wouldn't be able to come back with me on that one.
Of course. That's right. Well, you're not going to leave me stranded in Candiac there.
Well, there would have been another
Which-
one that you would have taken, but you would have to pay for it.
Which, of course, jokingly between me and him, and I'm just to bust his chops, I call it Candiac.
Yes.
But you know what?
You're from Candiac?
No, I'm from NDG.
You're from NDG?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I would have never figured that. I thought you were from the South Shore. I lived in NDG.
I live in NDG.
Actually, I lived in NDG twice. You know that?
Yeah, you told me. You stated in one of the videos where you
So you're
lived in the Sheen.
you're a loyal fan.
Yes, I watched your video for many years.
Very good. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much. Mais t'es français, là, toi aussi.
Ouais, un peu.
Ouais, c'est ça, je pensais. Ouais. OK, un peu.
Mon anglais, c'est assez mon premier nom.
Why? Okay. And the end. This is the end of the line, boys and girls. This is the first for me coming and finishing here with Ben driving the bus. The 2012 LFS settled up already. End of the line. Now we're going to head back to Montreal, I think.
Montreal, Quebec.
Seems too soon, though. I don't know.
And it's only like a 25-minute drive in total from Montreal.
Take care, buddy. Have a good trip. Oh, you got the light. I was hoping you were going to get the light.
I always get the late one on this route, so you're good.
It's like if you go to take the 90 from Vendôme, when you get the first block where you're at the Carry Road, it's always red. Always.
The 321, it's always red. If I'm doing the 323, it's always green. It's always like that. It's weird. Yeah.
It's written in the stars, buddy.
There you go.
Oh, by the way, I didn't find that bathroom.
Oh well.
I went out. You know the one that's next to the steps is for people with reduced mobility.
Yeah.
It's all right. I'll be fine.
Have a good night.
Take care, man. Great to see you. Great ride. Bye. Bye. So long.